In the peaceful town of Shunem lived a kind and wealthy woman. She noticed that whenever the prophet Elisha traveled through, he stopped for a meal. One day, she turned to her husband and said, "Let's build a small room for him. Furnish it with a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp, so that whenever he comes, he can stay with us." Her hospitality touched Elisha deeply. One day, as he rested in that very room, he called for her. Through his servant Gehazi, Elisha asked, "You have gone to all this trouble for us. What can be done for you?" The woman replied, "I have a home among my own people. I need nothing." But Gehazi whispered, "She has no son, and her husband is old." So Elisha sent for her again and said, "About this time next year, you will hold a son in your arms." She gasped, "No, my lord. Please, man of God, don't mislead your servant." But the word of the Lord stood firm, and a year later, she held her newborn son. The tragedy years passed, and the boy grew. One day, he ran out to his father in the fields, crying, "My head, my head." The father sent him to his mother. She held him in her lap until noon, and then he died. Her heart broke, but her faith held. She carried her son to Elisha's room, laid him on the prophet's bed, and shut the door. Then she saddled a donkey and rode to find Elisha. The plea when Elisha saw her coming. He sent Gehazi to ask if she was well. She brushed past him and fell at Elisha's feet, sobbing, "Did I ask you for a son, my lord? Didn't I say, 'Don't raise my hopes'?" Elisha immediately rose and followed her. The miracle. He entered the room where the boy lay lifeless. Elisha shut the door and prayed earnestly to the Lord. Then he stretched himself over the child, mouth to mouth, eyes to eyes, hands to hands. The boy's body began to grow warm, but still no breath. Elisha walked back and forth, praying, then stretched over the boy again. Suddenly, the child sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. The joy restored. Elisha called to Gehazi, "Call the Shunammite woman." When she entered, Elisha said, "Take your son." She fell at his feet, weeping, not in sorrow, but in joy. Then she gathered her son into her arms. God had turned mourning into laughter, death into life.